Thank you guys so much. Thank you guys so much. First off, it's so dope to be here, right? Pause that for me, brother. All right. I flew in. I'm gonna play, but I just flew in from school break with my kids in Florida, so I'm a little bit tired, but I couldn't miss this event because this event is so important. Inclusion is such a beautiful thing, especially in a space where Black African Americans are not well represented, right? So that's why I'm here today, right? I know what it feels like to be not represented in a certain space. I'm a Black violinist, right? Clearly. So my story started in New York City. 8 years old, I started playing violin and I fell in love with the instrument. 9 years old, I got really good. My teacher said, you should audition for this school called Juilliard, right? So I auditioned for Juilliard and I was one of the only Black kids to get accepted into Juilliard, which is a college at 9. I graduated my degree in music at 13.
Hell yeah.
Wow. Right? Which is dope, right? It's cool. Which is amazing. It was dope, but I was still confused because I couldn't look at any kids that looked like me, right? I didn't have anyone else to relate to, so it was a hell of a journey and it was lonely as hell, right? I'm this young kid that loved Bach while everybody else loved Dr. Dre, right? And then I grew to love Bach and DMX and everybody else, but it was it was a lonely road. So when I learned about Decoy Games, these brothers are incredible and that's why we're all here today, right?
Oh yeah.
Celebrating their movement because I know what it's like to represent a space that we're not well represented in. So make some noise one time for Decoy Games, y'all. So I'll get a bit into my journey, but I want to play another song for you guys, a song I wrote called Love Notes. And it goes like this, it's appropriate. We just celebrated Valentine's Day, right? So it goes like this, check it out.
Bobby Rich?
My man. So that song is called Love Notes. Thank you guys. Real quick, I don't got much time. So I wish I had more time. Once I start playing, I'm going in. So just real quick, everybody has their story, right? So I wrote this song and I wrote this album when I was going through one of the worst part of my lives, but it turned out to be one of the best part of my lives. That chapter in my life is called homelessness, right? And for me, homelessness, when I say that, I say it very lightly, because homelessness was a choice. For me, homelessness was a choice. So I used to be in a group with my brother for a long time. Him and I were very, very successful. I made my first $1 million when I was 21 years old, right? No, don't clap. I was poor about 22. Let's hold that. We're gonna keep it real in here. So about 22, I lost it all, and that's because of something called ego, right? And it's important that I share that with you guys. This was back in 2011. Something called ego, the thing that kills the majority of us. So when my brother and I had a little friction in the group,